Stop. Listen. This moment right now could change everything. You're standing at the edge of a decision that will define your entire existence. Every heartbeat you feel right now is counting down to either your awakening or your surrender. Your comfort zone isn't just a place. It's a prison you've decorated to feel like home. It's the chains you convince yourself are jewelry. The walls you've painted to look like horizons. But let me tell you something that might shake you to your core. That safe space you built, it's not protecting you, it's burying you alive. Every day you spend inside those walls, a piece of your soul dims. Every time you choose the familiar over the unknown, your dreams fade a little more. You can feel it, can't all you? That gnawing emptiness in your chest when you lie awake at night. That voice inside you screaming for more, but you keep hitting the mute button. You've become an expert at silencing your own potential. A master at making excuses. Not today, maybe tomorrow, when the time is right. Let those words sink in, because they're the lullaby of lost dreams. They're the whispers that have kept giants sleeping in the beds of mediocrity. But here's what you need to understand. That comfort you feel, it's not peace. It's paralysis. It's the slow death of everything you could become. Every morning you wake up and choose the same routine. You're voting for your own extinction. Every time you back away from a challenge, you're digging your own grave. Your comfort zone is the undertaker of your ambitions, and it's working overtime. Think about it. When was the last time your heart raced with excitement? When did you last feel truly alive? Not just existing, but living with every fiber of your being? Your comfort zone has turned you into a spectator in your own life, watching others achieve greatness while you sit in the stands, clutching your ticket of excuses. But deep down, in that place you try to ignore, you know you were born for more. You weren't created to be ordinary. You weren't put on this earth to simply take up space. Every cell in your body was designed for greatness. Every breath you take is an opportunity for transformation. But transformation doesn't happen in comfort. Butterflies don't emerge without breaking through their chrysalis. Steel isn't forged without fire. And you won't become who you're meant to be without shattering the walls of your comfort zone. It's time to understand something fundamental about life. Growth lives in the spaces that scare you. Power exists in the moments that challenge you. Greatness awaits in the decisions that terrify you. Your comfort zone is like quicksand. The more you settle into it, the deeper you sink. The longer you stay, the harder it becomes to break free. But here's the truth that might set you free. That discomfort you're so afraid of, it's not your enemy. It's your salvation. Those butterflies in your stomach, they're not warning signs. They're battle drums. That fear that makes your hands shake. It's not a stop sign. It's your starting line. Every great story in human history was written by someone who dared to step beyond their comfort zone. Every innovation that changed the world came from someone who chose discomfort over safety. Every legend began with a person just like you, standing exactly where you are, making the decision to break free. The question isn't whether you're capable of greatness. The question is whether you're willing to be uncomfortable enough to achieve it. Your comfort zone is not your friend. It's your jailer. And today, right now, you have the key to your own freedom. This is your moment of truth. This is where you decide. Will you stay in the shallow waters of comfort, where dreams go to drown? Or will you dive into the deep, where champions are made? The choice is yours, but remember this. But here's what most people never realize about comfort zones. They don't just limit your achievements, they limit who you become. Every time you choose comfort over courage, you're voting against your own evolution. Think about the person you were 5 years ago. Are you drastically different? Or are you just a slightly weathered version of the same self? Your comfort zone is like a photograph. It captures who you are in a single moment. But you weren't meant to be a snapshot. You were meant to be a motion picture, constantly evolving, endlessly becoming. The universe itself is in a state of perpetual expansion. And you're made of the same cosmic stuff. You're designed for growth, for evolution, for constant becoming. But your comfort zone is fighting against your very nature. It's trying to turn a river into a pond, an eagle into a caged bird, a wildfire into a candle flame. Look around at the life you've built within these comfortable walls. The routines that run on autopilot. The dreams you've downsized to fit your fears. The potential you've compressed to match your surroundings. This isn't living. It's existing in high-definition mediocrity. You've decorated your prison cell with achievements that don't challenge you. Hung medals on the walls for races you could win in your sleep. But deep in your bones, you know there's more. In the quiet moments, when all the distractions fade away, when you're alone with your thoughts and your truth, you can feel it, that raw, untamed potential. It's like electricity in your veins, a storm waiting to break free, an ocean of possibility trapped in a teacup existence. Your comfort zone has become your fortress against greatness. But here's the paradox that will set you free. The very things you're afraid of are the keys to your liberation. That project that seems too big, it's not beyond you, it's beyond your comfort zone. That goal that feels impossible, it's not out of reach. It's out of your current context. That dream that seems unrealistic, it's not too big. Your comfort zone is too small. Every great achievement in history was once considered impossible. Every breakthrough was preceded by thousands of moments of discomfort. Every success story is written in the ink of uncertainty. Your comfort zone wants you to believe that safety equals happiness, that security equals fulfillment, that predictability equals peace. But these are the lies that keep mountains unclimbed, oceans unexplored, potential untapped. The truth is, your soul craves expansion, your spirit hungers for challenge. Your very DNA is coded for growth. Every cell in your body is screaming for evolution. But your comfort zone is like gravity, a constant force pulling you back to the familiar. The question is, are you ready to break free from this emotional gravity? Are you prepared to defy the pull of mediocrity? To challenge the physics of your own limitations? Because here's what happens when you finally break free. You don't just change what you do. You transform who you are. You don't just reach new heights. You develop new wings. You don't just achieve goals. You redefine what's possible. The most dangerous chains are the ones we choose to wear. The most lethal limits are the ones we place on ourselves. Your comfort zone has become your coffin, but today you rise. Because transformation isn't just about changing what you do. It's about shattering the identity you've outgrown. Every time you step beyond your boundaries, you're not just moving forward. You're evolving into a new version of yourself. A version that laughs in the face of fear. A version that dances with uncertainty. A version that understands that comfort is the enemy of becoming. Think about the heroes you admire, the legends you look up to, the giants whose shoulders we stand upon. Not a single one of them achieved greatness from within their comfort zone. They all faced moments where their knees shook, where their hearts raced, where everything inside them screamed to turn back. But they pushed forward anyway, and that's what separated them from the masses. That's what turned them from ordinary into extraordinary. The ability to embrace discomfort as a teacher, to welcome challenges as opportunities, to see obstacles not as walls, but as stepping stones. Your comfort zone wants you to believe that you've reached your peak, that this is as good as it gets, that you should be grateful for what you have and stop asking for more. But that voice isn't wisdom. It's fear disguised as reason. It's mediocrity masquerading as contentment. It's the death of dreams wearing the mask of practicality. The truth about transformation is that it's never comfortable. It's never convenient. It's never easy. But neither is staying the same. Neither is watching your dreams die slowly. Neither is living with the weight of untapped potential. The pain of growth is temporary. The pain of regret is eternal. The discomfort of pushing your boundaries fades. The ache of wondering what if never does. Your comfort zone promises you safety, but safety is an illusion in a world that's constantly changing. The only true security lies in your ability to adapt, to grow, to transform. Every morning when you wake up, you have a choice. You can stay within the familiar walls of your comfort zone, or you can step out into the unknown and become who you were meant to be. Every challenge you face is not just a test. It's an invitation to evolve. Every fear you confront is not just an obstacle. It's a doorway to a new version of yourself. The universe rewards courage. It celebrates those who dare to grow. It opens paths for those willing to take the first step. Your comfort zone is not your destiny. It's just a chapter in your story. And today, right now, you have the power to turn the page, to write a new narrative, to become the hero of your own legend. Remember this: the greatest regret in life is not failure. It's the failure to try, the failure to push, the failure to become. Your comfort zone is killing you, but you don't have to let it win. You can choose transformation over stagnation, growth over comfort, becoming over being. The time is now. The person is you. The choice is clear. Step out, break free, become unstoppable. Because in the end, we don't regret the times we dared too much. We regret the times we dared too little. Your next chapter begins now. Make it legendary.